Oh, g'day back again. Um, doing well, hopefully a reasonably quick video. Might put it under the heading of Lock Chat Part 1 and just go from there. Just like ask a few questions that people have asked previously. It's easier to just explain on video than trying to put it down in comment sections. So the 570 and the 590 oval, this is regarding someone, he knows what he is. Yeah, the photos you sent me, they are a 570 and a 590. The only difference with a 570, that's exactly the same footprint as a 590, as in regards to dimensions and retainer hole, the recess on the side here. But this is the 570, it's got that cutout, but the 590 doesn't have the cutout, so it's basically a full oval flat at the back, and which from the picture you got one of each. So, and the 590 you don't, well, very rarely see them anymore. 570 that format took over from a long time ago. With some old shitty ones that are going in the bin actually. Some of these take the same footprint as a 590 or 570/590. What I mean by that, you can introduce a 570 or 590 into this 570 series lock set mortise back in the day. These are old, the 70s and 80s. The colour and the flat screws, but again, this one's a Eva footprint. This is a newer format. Is that Acer Abloy? That's a 570 footprint. It's got that little top ledge up there, which sort of marries in with that cutout on the top of the oval. So hence the 570. You can't use a 590 cylinder in this 570 application. Doesn't work. 570 can work both, but a 590 can't work both. It only work what it's designed for, and that was back in the day when they had the short back sets. This is the 570 format, by the way, too. They did come in both, but the earlier version of the 590 narrow style, short back set type aluminium door applications. When they originally come in, they were 590. They didn't have that square edge. It was a full oval. Hence, the 590 plug was a full oval. But these were slightly later than the earlier ones, so you can introduce a 570, and that's where it's gone from there. It's always been 570 from a certain point in time forward to today. But yeah, you can use a 570 in this one, but you can't put a 590 in it. Well, that's just the old earlier version of the short back set. Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, the short back set lock sets for narrow style aluminium. The 590 series. So the 590, a bit of info. I think I showed this before. But yeah, so that would have been the original, or maybe the original 590 ovals, and the 590 footprint, which is yeah, basically that one there. So full oval as opposed to having that ledge up top. So you can put this is an old 570, but you can put either in that. This is a newer format, Acer Abloy. Yeah, it's got to be the 570 only. This old one too. So yeah, so it's the full oval. So either. And yeah, these are 570s as well. So 590 is not applicable to this version. Only the earlier version of that. That's a hook bolt. That's for double aluminium doors. Whereas, yeah, that would sort of throw down into a keeper on the other side of the door, which would have a spring. Get it to operate. Yeah, this runs off the cam. You know, the rabbit ear cams you see. That's what operates these. Just throws that. She goes in that direction actually. When you want to throw it, you close the doors, and what happens? There's a keeper on the other door with a spring-loaded brass or metal, depending what application it was or the age of it, latch that would, when you pull the doors together, that would hit the spring-loaded latch and when the doors are fully closed, that latch would, which shares the same shape as that, not cut out on the bolt, would fall in there, hence the locking motion. But these 590s series come out in this version for double doors or single doors, just a single bolt without the cutout. Either the 1 1/4, I think it is, throw, or the one's the 3/4 inch throw. But that's a 9, yeah, still under the 590 umbrella. Everything is 570 these days, but those 2 cylinders, these are, all that shit's coming in the bin too. All these, here. Let's get rid of them. Yeah, so I believe you got one of each, the 590 and the 570. I'm not sure. You said the AB, the AB key. I don't think you can get it anymore, mate. Not original. You may be able to get. I'll find out if I can source them from. Put in a special order if it's possible for an AB genuine Lockwood key, but the system's defunct now. I think they had a bit of a cat fight years ago with that that profile, and they lost apparently. That's what I heard or read somewhere. But yeah, all these series, there's 6 there. The AD, AC, DE, BC, AE, and the AB. I think they're all. I think every man these dogs making them now. That's the Silker version. Yeah, Dominion Lock making Hilco, Edmunds. Yeah, oh, there you go. There's a proof of concept. Edmunds, even Edmunds are making them. That one's it's a BC keyway. Yeah. So yeah, I can get you can get the aftermarket variants from whatever Silker, but getting genuine, it'd be a hard task. I think they do come up on eBay every now and again. You maybe have to try to get one from there, but I'll find out if they do make them, if you can order them, whatever. But anyway, yeah, these are old school. It's a restricted Lockwood system back in the day, 80s, but mainly government buildings, schools, government institutions, buildings, public housing. They used them quite extensively in the housing trust back in the late 70s, 80s. Still around, they're still on doors now actually. But they come under they got a master keyway, LW29, which fits all those keyways, and none of these share each other's keyways, obviously. That's some master profile or mason profile. So is that one. So that these profiles, masons, they share all those keyways and the master key, obviously. So that's for entrance doors, foyer doors, exterior doors, so you can mason key them. But yeah, the potential for the enlargement of that system is huge because they're all 6-pinners. They've got 6 profiles, and each one can be independently master keyed under a system. And yeah, and with the master profile to go through them all, yeah, the potential for a extensive system is huge. Plus mason keying as well. So, but that's old school. Matthew Oliver, he asked a question. I'm pretty confident he meant this. He wondered why they had this Gainsborough TE2 or Tesla 2 had a notch on the bottom. That's only for one reason, for the tri-lock. Got to have that recess so it can overpass the actuator at the end. You don't need this on the other dead bolts, which don't have that obviously that actuator. You can use the TE1. It's the TE1. It's TE2. That's just a Silker copy of the genuine key, hence the cutout on the bottom. So that's the appropriate key length for the tri-lock. This one's not. Well, you can modify it, but it's not. It's just you can modify it in an emergency if you really need the key. You can see that won't go right down because there's no notch on the bottom. But it is the same profile, same distance from shoulder to tip, same broach, so exactly the same. Just the one has a head higher up or longer towards the other end than the other. But yeah, if you didn't have those blanks and you need to, you could quite easily just file a chunk out of the bottom to use as a duplicate. But yeah, that's what that's for, mate, just to override that actuator. I think you had one, you picked one on your video, Matt. I think from the memory you said you didn't have one, but I'm pretty sure you had one. You picked one. You had a deadbolt there in one of your videos, I'm sure, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so that's the reason for the cutout for that. What have we got here? Let's give you an example. That's it's Gainsborough 2, the same profile as that. You can use the TE2 with the cutout on this deadbolt. That's fine, but you can use the TE1 as well. Like I said, you don't need to worry about the cutout because this doesn't have that problem. There's no actuator in it. Anyway, 11 minutes that'll do. Yeah, I might do a bit of update on that that master key and knob set I did. I got some information from Meeksy, or SE Lock and Key, King Street Rob and Brian Hignett, Mr. Hignett. He sent me straight to what that system is. It's the Hines, HINES system, construction key system. But I found one the other day I did on a job, and Jason was correct about the master key and knob. The Dexter was exactly the same, as in the 180 degree retract from the housing, but it had a little, like a security pin or an anti-drill pin running parallel with the core at the back. I couldn't get my C4 blank fully into the plug because that little pin was down the end, so that was no good. I'm not going to re-key a key on the slope or a trailing edge on the key cut. That's just not going to happen. So got an LW5 and gave it a tap and tapped it out, and I used the C4 and did what I had to do. But so yeah, interesting. But I'll make another video on that, just like an update. Anyway, so yeah, that's the story with those 570, 590. And yeah, also scrap, it's going in the bin, all that shit. Yeah, before I go too, it's for someone as well, and he knows who he is. These are all 10 levers too. Is it A, B or C? Which one looks like yours? Not that it matters, I mean, what I'm concerned about is the profile, but just interesting. Is it that one, or that one, or that one? Where is it? Yeah. Oh well, so much for a short video. Got some unobtainium, got the latest hard copy. I had to give him a bloody pancreas to get it. Not really, but yeah, pain in the ass trying to get one. It's like, too hard sometimes. There we go, Ingersoll. Yeah, so what I've done, mate, I've ordered some of each. So it's going to be one of these. I mean, ING 6, 5 or 1. So I've got ordered all 3 profiles. So that should suit. That's what the key should look like roughly in its original form, but you don't have one. So, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. What a horrible colour to make a book white. Look at it. It's already brand new and I've bloody grubbed up already. Anyway, yeah, that'll do. Another clean out, I think. It's just too much shit everywhere here. It's crazy. I have to get a skip. Anyway, till next time, take care and yeah, goodbye.